Welcome back to another episode of Marcel, Hyde, Mindset. Remember guys, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, hit that notification bell so whenever an episode drops, it goes straight to your inbox. Don't forget guys that we produce this content for people that are really just into like personal development, people that are into growth, people just want to get to that next level, that want to evolve and become a better human being, a better person. And I create this channel for people that know that they have potential and they actually want to do something with their potential. Like we all have potential, but a lot of times people have potential and they don't do anything with that potential. You know, how many times you see people that have crazy skills with like they could just braid hair at an elite level and then they do nothing with it, or they could cook and every time you eat their food, you're like, what is this? I've never tasted something this good. So, you know, everybody has potential, but the main thing is acting on the potential that you have, right? We've been all blessed with gifts. We've all been blessed with potential, but are we acting on the potential? Are we acting on the gifts that we've been given, all right? Are we being lazy, you know? Because a lot of times acting on that potential actually takes time, right? If you want to cook, it takes time and energy. If you want to braid hair and start a little side business, that takes time and energy. But at the end of the day, you're letting yourself down by not, you know, acting on the gifts that God, the universe, has actually blessed you with, because we've all been blessed with different gifts. You know, I'm not able to braid anybody's hair. I'm not able to do nails, or I'm not able to cook crazy meals like some people, but that's because I wasn't blessed with that gift. I know what my gift is and I'm doing it right now. So I want to remind you of that, and most importantly, make sure you're acting on it. That's the key, is like to act on it. You know, I'm in between jobs and I had a lot of like less time on my hands, so I had to shoot this video a little differently. I seen another content creator that was driving and shooting content. Yeah, I just want to remind you to make sure you always keep it safe. You know, keep your eyes on the road, never look at the camera. The main thing I promote is safety always. So I'm keeping it safe. My eyes are fixated on the road. I'm not touching any cameras. Everything was hooked up prior to. I'm just talking. It's just like having a conversation with someone on the phone, all right? So I just want to preface this YouTube channel with that, is like, if you are going to shoot content in your car and you're driving, make sure the primary focus is to, you know, the road. If the camera drops, it drops, who cares? If you get to a stop, you can fix it, but the primary focus is the road and your safety, okay? So it's just like I'm having a conversation with someone on another line that isn't with me. But today I want to talk about taking accountability, and I was speaking to a friend. A lot of the wisdom and the knowledge that I gain is just having conversations with other people. I've been blessed to be around some great people, and I think that's because I want to grow, I want to evolve. I attract that into my life. And if you want the same for yourself, if you want to grow and you want to evolve, you know, you got to be working towards that. And then what will happen is the universe will put those type of people in your life, put those type of books in your life, put those type of workshops in your life, put those type of opportunities in your life. So if you are headed on that path of growth, you will start to see it around you and you will hear it from other people around you. So recently I was around a strong gentleman and he was just talking about accountability and how even when he's not in a position to take accountability for something, he still does, because he feels like he can grow from just taking accountability for everything. And I was like, you know what, that's actually a good approach, because a lot of times a lot of people don't want to take accountability for their actions, which is unfortunate, because the minute you take accountability, we're both having this conversation, your life will change for the better. If you could take accountability for almost everything in your life, if you could take accountability for the amount of money in your bank account, you know, then if you could take accountability for that, then you're gonna start to make little changes to get more, you know, or maybe you're gonna switch jobs that's gonna pay you higher, maybe you're gonna come out of your comfort zone and, you know, go to another province or a country or the entire continent that's gonna pay you 2 times, 3 times more. So, you know, when you're taking accountability for everything, or like your weight, you know, instead of blaming the food matrix or your parents for like feeding you whatever they fed you, being like, you know what, I'm overweight, it's my fault, and I'm gonna do something differently to change that, okay? When you can take accountability, that's when you're gonna see change in your life. And I like how he was saying, even for things that, you know, he doesn't have to take accountability for, he is, because he's building that habit of like, you know what, it's not you, it's me, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to fix this, change this. And that's great, because most people live on the other spectrum where they're pointing fingers at everyone else. And I was guilty of that at one point, you know, pointing fingers, being like, oh, because of this person or because of that person. I didn't do it a lot, but I did do it. So if I did do it, that means that I had to look within myself to change something. Because if I continue being like, oh, this person is the reason I'm here, my boss is the reason why I feel like this, then, you know, I'm just giving my control to everybody else instead of realizing that the control is actually in my hands, right? I have the control in my hands, and I control and dictate my life. And if I am not happy or satisfied with something in my life, I have the power to change that. I have the power to do something different that's going to allow me to get different results. You know, how can I expect the same result if I'm doing the same thing over and over again? You know, how can I expect my body to change if I'm at a certain weight and I look at my body and I'm doing the same things and expecting my body to change? Like, I'm pretty sure that's the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. You know, you will drive yourself cuckoo, crazy if you continue with that, all right? So take accountability. You know, I know it's hard, but what's harder is if you don't take accountability, because you're gonna have to suffer the consequences of not taking accountability, and it's gonna be worse, a lot worse if you don't then taking that accountability and be like, you know what, it's me, right? It's me. I'm the reason why I'm here. I'm the reason why my life looks like this, or I'm the reason why I'm in this job situation. Let's say, I'll give you another example, right? Let's say your job, right? You're at your job, and the job, you know, in the next 4 months, the job is about to go under, or there's been rumors or talks about the job not being there in the next 4 months. You could take accountability in the sense where you could start looking for other opportunities. You could start looking for other jobs. What people will do in that situation is blame the job, blame the employer. Oh, they didn't set me up, they let me go, it's their fault. But did you, knowing this, like if you knew this ahead of time, and you didn't do anything about it, that's actually your fault, because you had somewhat of an idea that the employer was going out of business, or the employer was gonna lay off people, but you didn't do anything about it. So taking accountability for that situation, although it's out of your control that the company's, you know, folding, or the company's shutting down, or whatever the case may be. Maybe it's a government thing why the company's shutting down, maybe their finances are low, whatever it is. But that's not your fault that the company's closing down, but it is your fault knowing this and having this information and actually not doing anything with it. So that's an example of like taking accountability, you know, for a situation where, you know, might not even be you, could be someone else, but you're aware of it and you take action prior to things even happening there. So, you know, taking accountability is huge. I can guarantee taking accountability will change your life, okay? Comment below a time where you took accountability in your life and it actually changed your life and helped you for the better. Or you took accountability in your life and you changed something in yourself, which now improves something in your life. Comment below, because I want to know, and we want to share this information, this knowledge, so everyone has the opportunity to grow and develop, okay? So remember, guys, take accountability, okay? Take accountability. If you got to write that on your wall, if you got to write that on your mirror with a dry whatever that comes off, write that so you remember to take accountability for your life. Take accountability for where you are. Take accountability for all the results, and, you know, up to this point in your life, look at your life and see where you are and take accountability for that, all right? The position you're in, the title you hold, you know, the respect you have from other people. Take accountability for all of that. And it's okay if you're not happy with, let's say, everything in your life, you know, where you are with your job, with your finances, with your partner. You could change each and every one of those things, you know, just one day at a time, little actions and habits that you need to build and little things you need to do to change that, okay? You can change that. So take that accountability, all right? I'm trying to help you guys. Most importantly, I want to see everybody grow and become the best version of themselves. It just makes the world that much more of a better place. Imagine everybody was trying to evolve. Imagine everybody was trying to grow and become a better person. There'd be a lot less hate and jealousy in the world, because we're all working towards a common goal, and we'd all be trying to help one another, because at the end of the day, if I can help you get better, you become better, you're just gonna automatically want to help me too. So just get on that journey of just like becoming a better person, evolving, growing, you know, giving yourself and to the universe, and letting the universe, you know, do the work that it wants to do to you. And also, don't be afraid of that adversity. Don't be afraid to go through those challenges, right? That's what makes you such a good person, a stronger person, all right? Grab my ebook, baby! Don't forget, all right? Link is in the bio. Make sure you grab that ebook. And if you don't grab my ebook, there's a bunch of other authors out there that I think you should support. If you're someone that is like watching content creators religiously, or one person in particular, go buy their products, read their books, you know, get into their services. If they got a coaching program, get in on that, all right? Don't just be someone in the bleachers just watching and missing out on all the great information out there, or not even the great information, but just to get even closer to that individual, really dive in deep with them and support them on their, you know, journey, because they're providing a lot of value to you. You know, as I create content the last 2 years, I see how much work it is and how much effort you got to put in. So You know, I respect other content creators out there that are doing this thing full time, because it is a lot of work. You got to be consistent, you got to be self-motivated, and you got to have a lot of vision and faith, because you know there's a lot of times when you know you're doing your stuff and you know you're barely getting any traction. So it definitely is teaching me a lot, and I'm getting a lot of respect for the content creators out there. So remember, like, share, subscribe, click that notification bell. And remember, if you're shooting content while you're driving, keep it safe, keep your eyes on the road, all right? That's what we promote, is safety always. Love you guys, until the next time, peace and love. Mindset.